Hey everyone. I am so excited because my local scrapbook store just got in this 49 and Market Echoes of Time collection. So I've purchased the Irresistible Rub-On Transfers. Look at how gorgeous these are. There's like 3 sheets. And then I got the Laser Cut Elements. There's 4 sheets in here and there's so many varieties. They're gorgeous. And then I also got the 12 by 12 paper pack. Look at how pretty these are. I am so excited to use these. So I'm just going to open the paper pack up here and just give you a closer look at each sheet. They are double-sided sheets and there's 8 sheets. There's wonderful prints on here. I'm so excited to use these. Right away when I look at them, there's some that just stand out at me and I'm like, okay, I just can't wait to scrapbook with these. Some of the sheets, both sides are like, oh, those are so beautiful. How am I going to choose? But I mean, every paper pack is like that, right? So some of these I definitely will scrapbook with, and some of these I will use to make cards. So in this video today, I am going to be making 2 cards. And the last sheet that I will show you, which is coming up in a moment, the back side of this one here has 2 4x6 prints at the bottom there. So I'm just going to cut those out off screen. So I've got them cut and I actually trimmed them because I'm going to use A2 cards or make A2 cards out of them. So I've trimmed them slightly smaller and now I'm just opening up the laser cut elements and just giving you a look at the variety in here. They are gorgeous. And then the next sheet of them. Look at how pretty those are. And then the back page there, you can fussy cut some of the items out of there. So I'm just going to speed up part of the process here as I go through these laser cut elements and choose some that I might want to use on these cards. These papers that I've cut out have these beautiful roses and some different gears and steampunk vibes on them. So I'm picking out some more roses and gears and clocks and these little steampunk animals, which are adorable. And when I have several things picked out here, I do go and grab my stamp set that I want to use for the sentiment. So I've got this Alex Siberia Design Self-Care Sentiments stamp set. And I've got some white cardstock here. And for one of the cards, I'm choosing the sentiment that says, "Taking time to rest is not a waste of time." And I'm stamping it with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. The first time I stamped there didn't really take really well. I didn't press hard enough. So I did it a second time, and then I'm heat setting it with clear embossing powder. And for the second card, I chose the sentiment that says, "Bloom as you are." So again, I'm going to heat set that with clear embossing powder, and I will cut them both out with the coordinating dies. And I cut some extras in case I wanted to add dimension, but I don't think I end up doing that. And I am again going through those laser cut elements and kind of like positioning what I think how I might want to put it on there. And then I go through the package and pick out a few more and kind of switch things up and kind of play around with it a bit until I get it the way I like it. And I think I'm pretty satisfied with that first card there. So I'm working on the second one, kind of adjusting things. I did pull out this butterfly and I'm going to pop the wings up a little bit, like fold it, so that the butterfly kind of looks like it's just landed on the card. But I did decide that before gluing anything down, I wanted to bring out my ground espresso distress oxide ink and my little blending brush there, and I just want to ink up the edges of the cardstock just to kind of give it a bit more definition. And then I will go in with a few of those laser cut elements and also ink up the edges of those. And then I decided to do the same for the second card. So I'm just inking up the edges again. I just think it adds just that little bit extra. Looks really pretty. So a few of those laser cut elements as well. And now I am ready to start adhering everything. So I've got my Barely Art glue And I'm just going to line that panel up, leaving that nice little white border around the patterned paper there. Gluing that down, and then I'm again going to position everything onto that card base. And then I think I do go back into the laser cut elements because it needed a little something on that left side. So I grabbed out, I think, another gear. So I think I'm getting pretty happy with this positioning. It's just about right. And I will bring in my reverse tweezers and my glue and start gluing everything down there. Gluing the sentiment on. And then that rose in that top corner of the sentiment. And then this adorable steampunk owl, setting him on that little gear. I'm happy with that one. Now on to the next card. So again, I lined my panel up and I'm adhering that down with the Barely Art glue. And positioning everything again, just making sure I like the placement. This one is pretty much ready. Just kind of, I think I repositioned that butterfly just slightly. And then I will start gluing these things down. This cute little steampunk rabbit, and then a gear and a pocket watch. And that butterfly, I'm going to do the sentiment first. But then the butterfly, I'm just going to do on the body of the butterfly. And I just grabbed a little stylus to help glue that down and pull the wings up a little bit. Now, to embellish this, I brought out some nail art gems that I'm gonna place a few around different spots. I had I think some silver ones I was trying out and some light pink and light purple, but I have to see them on the card before I can tell if that's what I want to use or not. And so I kind of positioned them around, and then you'll see in a moment that I decide I don't want to use those ones at all. I really love the water droplet gems that I have, and so I'm positioning those ones on, and yeah, I like those a lot better. So I will take off the nail art gems that I put on and add some water droplet gems, using those for both cards. And it does, like usual, take me a bit to get the positioning right. I usually have to kind of move them around, audition where I want them to go, see what it looks like. I kind of do that several times until I get the position the way that satisfies me. So once I'm happy with their placement, I will come in with my Barely Art glue again. I love this little precision tip. And I will glue everything down in place. And I am so happy with how these two cards turned out. I mean, when I first saw the release of this Echoes of Time collection, I was just in awe of it. It really is beautiful to me. So I was so excited to buy it and to make some cards with it. And I think they turned out really pretty. And I'm excited to play more with this set and to use the Irresistibles. And yeah, so anyways, these are the finished cards, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful, peaceful day.